Over and over again, people make comments on this channel about how there's nothing to do in Tucson, Arizona. As a born and raised Tucsonan, I can tell you that that is simply not true. I already have a video out about 14 things to do in Tucson, and now I'm following it up with another 15 more things to do just to keep you busy in this beautiful desert. Join me as we go over what Tucson, Arizona has to offer. Hey everyone, it's Kimberly, your go-to real estate agent here in Tucson, Arizona, and today we are talking about things to do in this city, my hometown. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button to follow along with Tucson news. And when you're ready to buy or sell a Tucson home, all my contact information is in the description below each video on the channel. And please check out any of the over 100 videos on this channel about Tucson and real estate. In no order in particular. Number 15, the Chuck Huckleberry Loop, known by the locals as the Loop. The Loop is already 137 miles of paved bike lanes that run all throughout the city with additional pathways planned. People enjoy biking, walking, jogging, skating, and even horseback riding on these pathways that run through Tucson, Marana, Oro Valley, and down to South Tucson. There are so many connected trails and pathways off of the Loop, and you can visit so many parts of this town and it'll keep you busy exploring for quite some time. Whether you're a competitive bike rider or simply like to ride for enjoyment, the Chuck Huckleberry Loop is a great amenity that Tucson has to offer. Number 14, every year in January, February, Tucson hosts the world's largest and most famous gem and mineral show. If you haven't checked it out already, you absolutely have to go. It is part of a Tucson tradition. Dealers and vendors come to this world famous event from all corners of the globe. Chances are you'll see some stones and minerals you never even knew existed at Tucson's Gem and Mineral Show. Number 13, Madera Canyon. Located in the Santa Rita Mountains south of Tucson next to Sahuarita and Green Valley, you will find one of Tucson's best natural areas. Madera Canyon has tons of hiking trails, including the highest peak around Tucson, Mount Wrightston, at 9,456 feet. There is a great picnic area if you aren't the hiking type and just want a nice natural escape from the city. And don't forget the bird watching. People come from all over the world to bird watch in Madera Canyon. We've seen some truly amazing birds here, along with beautiful, breathtaking mountain views. Number 12, the Flandreau Planetarium. Located on the University of Arizona campus, it's one of Tucson's science hubs. If you're into space and rocks, this is a great place to spend an afternoon. They also have a telescope here to explore the stars if you catch them on a night when they have volunteers available. There are tons of really cool astronomy displays and activities, along with mind-bending puzzles for kids and adults alike. Once you have explored the main floor dedicated to space science, head downstairs for an amazing collection of minerals and fossils. We really love this often forgotten area. Number 11, the Mini Time Machine Museum of Miniatures. Located in Midtown Tucson, this little museum has quite the collection of miniature dollhouses and room boxes. With over 500 displays of craftsmanship on a miniature scale, you will be amazed at the skill of the artists who created these lifelike replicas. They often have programs and events for kids, so this is something the whole family can enjoy. Number 10, what's not to love about the zoo? Located in Midtown, the Reed Park Zoo is ever expanding and features so many beautiful animals and plants. My family has a membership and we go to the zoo at least once a month. It never seems to get old because the zoo seems to always be upgrading and changing. Right now, they are building a new play area for kids and expanding the Pathway to Asia wing of the zoo. The Komodo dragon is coming soon. The zoo also holds a lot of popular seasonal events, including Mother's Day brunches and Halloween and zoo lights in December. Number 9, downtown Tucson. When you go downtown in Tucson, you get restaurants, theater, and events. This is where a lot of action is, and you could spend a lot of time getting to know this place. There are tons of markets and shops to choose from as well. They're also building condos downtown so people can be close to the action. It's just a fun place to be and to explore. Number 8, Turquoise Trail. One thing to do when you're downtown is to check out the Turquoise Trail. The trail is a 2.5-mile loop that highlights historic buildings and places of interest in downtown Tucson. You can download a map from tucson.gov that shows all 23 of the highlighted areas of the self-guided tour, along with information about each stop. This is a really fun activity to do with kids or out-of-town visitors. Number 7, International Wildlife Museum. On the west side of town, on your way to the Arizona Desert Museum, you might notice a really cool building that looks like a castle or a fort. This is the International Wildlife Museum. In this museum, you'll find an astonishing collection of animals that have been preserved by taxidermy. There's a huge main display room with animals from all over the world. It is quite amazing. This museum is always hosting family and learning events that just about anybody can attend. Plus, it is indoors, so you can enjoy it year-round, even if the weather is not perfect. Number 6, Winter Haven. Winter Haven is a neighborhood in Midtown Tucson that comes to life during December. The Winter Haven Festival of Lights can be toured by foot, trolley, party bike, and hay rides. The residents in this neighborhood go all out with decorations and festivities. They even have food trucks and snow machines. The festival is always free to attend, but donations for the Community Food Bank of Southern Arizona are appreciated. Number 5, Colossal Cave. Located on the southeast side of the Tucson Valley, is a landmark just about everyone knows. Colossal Cave has really cool cave tours, starting with your classic tour as well as more adventurous ladder tours. Located south of Saguaro National Park East, there are some great trails nearby through our world-famous Sonoran Desert. There's some really interesting and spooky history in this cave. Number 4, Tucson Mountain Park. Located on the west side of town in the Tucson Mountains is the Tucson Mountain Park. This area offers some of the best views around and one of the most beautiful drives in Tucson. There are some great hikes to do in this area as well. Be warned that the road to the mountain park is very windy with a lot of dips. This could be fun or scary depending on the person driving. Number 3, the San Javier del Bac Mission. The amazing architecture dating back to the 18th century is on full display in the San Javier Mission. The mission dates back to the late 1700s when Arizona was still part of New Spain. Inside this church, you will find ornate and spiritual craftsmanship as well as paintings that are quite beautiful. This structure is the oldest European structure in all of Arizona. The vaulted ceilings and religious depictions are a sight worth seeing, and yes, this is still a working mission. Number 2, the Franklin Auto Museum. It may sound like it's named after a person, but Franklin was actually an historic auto manufacturer that in its day was compared to Cadillac. This museum showcases a private collection of this auto brand that has been preserved since it went out of business during the Depression. Here you can see a 1910 cross-engine truck, which is the only one known to exist in the world. It's not every day you get to see a true one-of-a-kind in person. If you're an auto enthusiast, this museum will definitely be a treat for you. Number 1, Catalina State Park. Located on the north side of the Santa Catalina Mountains, you will find Catalina State Park. This park offers desert trails and streams, along with camping and spots for RVs. If you love hiking and the Sonoran Desert habitat, this is another Tucson gem that you need to check out. This is a great spot that is close to those who live in Oro Valley or Marana, as well as a nice change up from those who live on the south side of the Catalinas. It feels like a totally different mountain experience from the other side. I hope you've learned a little bit about some of the many things to do here in Tucson, Arizona. This city is full of attractions and activities that can keep you busy year-round. If you're ready to buy or sell a home here in Tucson, Arizona, please give me a call. I'd love to help you out. All my contact information is in the description below each video on this channel, and there are tons of other videos on this channel about things to do and see and know about this city, my hometown. Comment below with your favorite things to do in Tucson that I may have left out, and don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out the door. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next Tucson video.